Why do I have to be the intro guy? Why can't we just start the podcast like this? Hey everybody, welcome back to the BokuMonoCast. And we are on episode 4? 5?
Yeah, it's
4. Episode 4. I can count, guys. Believe it. So, yes, today I am joined by my lovely co-host, Taylor.
Hello!
Please don't
I
scare
just peeked the mic there.
Don't scare me like that, please.
I'm sorry, but hello, I'm Taylor.
And I am, of course, your host, Gamma Lad, the guy who runs this channel, guy who keeps the lights on. I don't know where I'm going with this, but
You have lights?
yeah, I like to think these are lights.
Oh, I don't have lights where I am.
Well, that's very depressing. But if you want to help Taylor get lights, you can go to my Patreon at patreon.com/GammaLad and donate for the podcast. Every dollar will go towards helping me sending money to Taylor to get lights. No, not really. That was a bit.
Come on.
Okay, let's actually start talking about the news today. There has been quite a bit of updates on Friends of Mineral Town, the remake. Just last week, I believe, Marvelous has released a lot of updates on their website and a brand new trailer, which I have a video dissecting and discussing that trailer, which you can find in like a card up in the corner of the screen if future me remembers to edit that into the video when it's uploaded. But yeah, there was a bit of news to discuss. There wasn't like a whole bunch, but we finally got to see the brand new Bachelor and Bachelorette. I believe it's Brandon and Jennifer. We saw the return of rival marriage events, and that's pretty much about it.
Well, we also got to see more designs of other characters, like we saw Juan and Gourmet.
This is
who are the most important.
This is
people.
Just glow up the game.
Yeah.
Like, why does Juan look, what's the word?
Like a baby?
He just does not look, he doesn't look anything like his, original Friends of Mineral Town self at all.
I mean, in my opinion, I think that's pretty much a good thing.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know. And then Gourmet is just, like, steampunk all around.
Yeah, and I think that's a wonderful improvement. Now he has a nice aesthetic to go out with.
When I saw Gourmet's sprite, it reminded me of I think it's Bianca's father.
Oh, you mean in Rune Factory 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities between the DSC family patriarchs and the Gourmet. I think it just, maybe they're related.
Deepest lore.
Yeah, this is preparing me for our Rune Factory Harvest Moon Story of Seasons
timeline episode.
All three of them are in the same timeline.
No.
Yes.
No, I refuse to believe Lunar Gathering is in this timeline. There's no possible way.
Oh, come on.
No, I just refuse to believe it. I mean, yeah, but
it's like the cursed timeline.
Oh man,
you know how like Zelda has 3 different timelines that branch off from Ocarina of Time?
Yes.
This is like if a farmer does not accept his farm, then Harvest Moon happens.
I mean, I don't see how that brings in Natsume's Lunar Gathering, though.
It just does. I'll prepare something before that episode happens.
I don't want this episode to happen.
It'll be a surprise.
You know what? I'll think of the perfect time to announce the timeline episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
But right now we have more Friends of Mineral Town to discuss.
Yes.
See what I did there. And also a interesting return to form. Again, I mentioned earlier, the rival events are back.
Yeah.
That's something that caught me off guard. Like, I was surprised. Like, wow, for the first time since which game was the last to have rival events? It's been a minute.
I think Animal Parade was the last one.
Yeah, okay. No, you're right. I think so. Could be wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was probably one of the last ones with the rival events. And, you know, I know it's a remake, so you can make the argument, does it really count as a return to rival events?
It's just a remake of a game with rival events, so I'm not sure whether it's a sign it'll come back for the rest of the mainline series, but I think it's nice that they still included it. It's an authentic remake, so they kind of had to include the rival events. I'm gonna have a crisis over it.
I mean, you remember the system, how to make sure no one marries your lover, right?
Yeah, I know, but I always feel bad when I marry someone with a rival because the rival doesn't get to marry anyone.
That is always something I found interesting. Like, I feel like the only real ending is if you marry the Harvest Goddess, because then everyone gets to get married.
Yeah, exactly. When I played Animal Parade, I was super in love with Owen. However, I did not marry him because he ends up with Kathy, and I felt so bad about that, so I married the wizard instead. And that's the crisis I have with every single game with a rival marriage, except for Rune Factory 2.
That's fair. But I'm still marrying Elli.
You're just gonna leave Doctor out to dry?
Absolutely.
Just gonna leave him without anyone to marry?
I did that when I was a kid. I'm gonna do it now as an adult.
You're so cruel to the Doctor. He only wants to heal you.
You know what? He's married to his job. He doesn't need Elli.
That's fair.
I
also married to dragging Cliff out of bed to let you rest in bed.
That is pure devotion from my wife. She's just gonna put poor Cliff on the floor and drag him to the couch.
Yeah, for any of you who don't know this event, because I'm not sure how many people know about this, but there's a point in Cliff's heart event line in More Friends from Middle Town where he ends up in the hospital and he's basically in bed for a while. And if you end up passing out while he's in the hospital, they just flat out kick him out of bed and put him on the floor, and they drag him off.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's something.
Yeah, there's only one bed in the clinic, so that's their solution. There's no fan fiction tropes here. It's just Cliff getting kicked out of the bed.
Yeah, and I guess it's like, well, the player character does more for this town, unfortunately. So we're gonna have you sleep on the floor.
Yeah, providing the town's entire economy through farming.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cliff, you're homeless.
Oh yeah, he really is homeless until he marries An, isn't he?
An or the farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, at least An's better in Mineral Town than in 64.
No domestic abuse here that we know of.
There's no domestic abuse unless they decide to re-implement that from her 64 version.
You know what? I kind of wish they would.
Why do you wish that? That's my husband. I don't want him to get domestic abused.
I just feel like the inclusion of like these type of real type of situations just adds an entire new level to these games. Like, as a kid, I had no clue. Like, oh, he has a black eye, ha ha ha. Then as an adult, I'm like, oh no, you poor soul.
I don't want that. Like, Cliff's my boy. I might, but the new boy's tempting me. New boy and new girl are tempting me.
Jennifer's cute, but she's not Elli. And Ellie's new redesign is too powerful for me to ignore.
That is very true. But what's your opinion on this new girl?
She's
Her
cute.
name's Jennifer. She lives in the woods.
Yeah, I guess you can say she's a would-be bachelorette after all. I give that one a 10 out of 10. I want to roll with these tonight.
Okay, I'm leaving the podcast right now.
You
Goodbye,
signed up for
everyone.
this. You signed up for these bad puns. I don't know what you thought.
Did I?
You did.
I don't remember being told this when I signed on for this.
It's in our contract of friendship. You have to endure with these bad puns.
I do?
Yes.
I don't remember seeing that in the contract. I'm sorry.
Article 3, Section 42. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I can't read.
There's a joke I could make about you and Cliff, but I won't. I'm pretty sure Cliff can't read either.
I think he knows how to read a little bit. He knows how to read signs to get from place to place, at the very least.
And he knows how to read wine bottles.
Yes, that's the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But what's your opinion about our new boy, Brandon?
Yay. He looks cool, I guess.
Wow. You're just dispensing all of the interesting opinions here, aren't you?
Listen, what else do you want me to say? He could be a cool character to befriend and get to know better.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
He could just be a two-dimensional apprentice.
I'm hoping that Story of Seasons has now officially graduated from the two-dimensional thing, because I do not want to go back to Tale of Two Towns. But I think I like the look of the new boy, aside from his gradients.
Well, I just still want to know, why is he an apprentice to Gotts?
Gotts?
Yeah. I forgot his name for a second. This is why he stopped building things for me in the middle of my playthrough.
Oh.
Oh yeah, fun story. So Friends of Mineral Town has so many weird events. Gotts can just get randomly depressed and suffer from PTSD about his family. And he'd be like, I don't feel like building for you anymore. And I won't feel like building for you until I get back in the mood.
Yep.
And
maybe that's why Brandon's here now.
And you have to befriend him to near perfect levels for get him to start coming back to working for you.
Yeah, I mean, he's been through a time. But maybe this is why Brandon's here.
I can't imagine the new Gotts going through the stuff that the other one went through.
Yeah, I'm not sure how far they're gonna go into that stuff. Though I hope they do just go balls to the wall and do an authentic remake with everything.
Yeah. I just feel like his character art would just be a bit kind of like a bit of a juxtaposition. Like a lot of the art feels like it wouldn't match the darker themes this game does explore from time to time.
I mean, to be fair, 64 did explore a lot of deep themes and had a cartoony look about it.
Oh no, it did, but it felt like it still aired on a bit more of the realism side of the look of things. Like some of the characters looked real.
Mm-hmm.
Not like cartoon, like overly cartoonish is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but to be fair, there are other games that have a really cutesy art style that does still deal with a lot of death and depressing stuff.
I'm well aware, but I guess it's more of my nostalgia kicking in at this point. Yeah,
I think they could still do it with the new art style. I don't think art style really has any bearing on the content of the characters.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. But yeah, I'm just so hit or miss in a lot of these characters. Like, I love some of them. I'm on the rest of them.
I'm really liking them. I genuinely like all of them. Like, the only one that really threw me off at first was Karen, but I've grown to really like her redesign.
I'm more so surprised that Zach had a mustache.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the mustache.
No. Apparently he's always had the mustache.
Yeah, he has always had the mustache.
And I thought he was just always frowning.
Oh.
Like his sprite.
No, he's always had it.
I thought that was him just frowning all the time, because when he does his giant grin, you don't see the mustache on his face anymore.
No, he's a good guy. He just has a weird pencil mustache thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of weird things that I never realized until now.
You're just learning all more stuff about Mineral Town. It's like a learning experience with this remake. We're gonna relearn the villagers and everyone, and you're just gonna learn more about them, including Zach's mustache.
Hopefully we get some closure to a lot of these story events, because I was disappointed that it turned out to be Jennifer instead of Asia.
Yeah, I was really thinking Asia after I heard it suggested by so many people. I do want to maybe end up seeing her at some point in the remake.
Mm-hmm.
And resolving all of her
parental things.
Yeah, parental things. And I think Harris had a crush on her too.
Isn't Harris substantially older than us?
I have no idea.
So I think Asia's I think the MC is 20.
Yeah.
And Asia's probably like in her like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, probably.
But that wouldn't be the first time a Story of Seasons game had that big of an age gap with the Bachelorettes. Looking at you, Story of Seasons 2015 or 2014, whatever came out.
Yeah. Well, we only know because Klaus kept on yelling about how old he was.
I think Iris also says she's older than us too.
Yeah. Iris and Klaus are older. Iris isn't mentioned as much, but Klaus is like in every single dialogue.
Yes,
I know because I married him.
I'm a 40-year-old doctor, you know.
Yeah, he keeps on yelling about like, wow, I'm so much older than you. Wow, do you want to be with an old fogey like me? Wow, I'm so old. My bones are creaking. I'm going to die at any moment now.
By the way,
did you know how old I am?
By the way, I may or may not have created a potion that makes me live forever, but I am old.
No, he's a potion maker. A perfume maker.
We're drinking perfume?
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, he's the perfumist. That Dr. Klaus was in A New Beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you mixed him up.
I did.
Yeah, but the Klaus I'm talking about is the one with the black hair and the fancy green suit.
There's so many characters. Wait,
it's a long series, okay?
Isn't Ford also older too?
Yes, he only mentioned it a few times though. He it's more of an offhand thing, like, oh, I'm older than you. Like just saying as a fact.
But granted,
which is
he's
like
a doctor,
something I like.
So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, he's been to medical school, so
I went to medical school while you abandoned your family to run a farm.
Scoffing at you. Well, you're wasting your life. You could be a doctor like me.
Be the doctor your father wanted you to be.
Yeah.
Adjust glasses anime style.
Yeah, exactly. His glasses flash. Just glares at you. Yeah.
I love the characters in this series. There's just too many games though. It's like at some point I have to do go through a lot of the ones I didn't play because like there's like how many Bokusho games? Like 40?
There's a lot. I did I think there's like 20 to 30 of them. And
I think I've only played maybe in my entire life 12.
I think that's the same for me, too.
Like, hold on, let me count. I played Friends of Mineral Town, A Wonderful Life, Animal Parade, Tree of Tranquility, DS, A New Beginning, Story of Seasons, Trio of Towns. I've played the original SNES one. I've played... I said Friends of Mineral Town, right?
Yes.
Okay. I've played 64. I've played... I think I have. I've played those 10 considerably. I've dabbled in a few of them, like the PS2 ones and the PSP ones, but those are the 10 I've played a lot of.
Yeah, there's a bunch of games that I do have now that I need to get around to, but haven't played yet. But I'd say I've played like 9 or 10 fully at this point.
There's like 3 of them on the Game Boy Color. And
yeah, I own the second one out of those.
How is it? I've only played the first one.
I've only played like an hour of it, but it was okay.
See, now I have to wonder if I do make a series going into every Bokujo game, do I cover those games in one video or 3 separate videos?
Well, that depends on how much content there is for each one.
I really feel like those 3 games could have been one game, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah, you're speaking some controversial opinions here in this podcast.
Oh no, I can get some real controversial opinions in the Bokujo series, but I won't for the sake of my comment section.
You don't want to be absolutely burned at the stake.
No, I just want people just trying to yell at me and just me laying in bed looking at my phone, like, okay, that's cool, and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to go back and play a lot of the older ones.
Yeah.
But
I recently got 64, and I'm slowly trying to get through that.
You know, fun fact, I bought 64 again, like the actual cartridge, only for Natsume to come out and say, hey, after all these years, we're finally putting it on the Wii U Virtual Console, the one system no one owns.
Oh my god. Like, I specifically sought out a cartridge because I didn't want to give Natsume money.
That's somewhat fair.
Yeah, because if you buy it used at a used game store, then all the money goes to the used game store. And if you buy it from the Wii U shop, then the money goes to Natsume, so...
Granted, it was the first time that Europeans got to play the game.
That's very true.
Granted, I feel like I would have to buy it on my Wii U just so I could have a easier time. If I ever streamed it, an easier time to play it. Because I'm not hooking up my N64 to my HD TV. That's not fun.
But you're hooking up your Wii U.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, remember when Natsume said there was gonna be a new Story of Seasons game on the Wii U?
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
Oh, it's like, okay, so fun fact. So back in like 2011, 2012, when the Wii U first was like making the rounds, Marvelous had never announced a Bokujo game for the Wii U. They never had any plans for one for the Wii U. I don't know the story behind that. I've heard rumors that there was a Wii U game planned, but it was scrapped. I will probably never know the answer to that one. But Natsume came out and said, "Oh yeah, the Wii U is a great system. We're looking forward to making a Harvest Moon game for the Wii U." And this was before the name split happened.
Yep.
And
it's a wonder what maybe something that they said might have helped that along.
And yeah, I don't know what happened on Marvelous's side after they said, yeah, there's a new Bokujo game in development for the Wii U, when at the time I feel like only the 3DS games were being made.
Yeah, at the time it was only, I think, A New Beginning had just come out when they announced that, like, hey, Wii U, wink wink nudge nudge.
I feel like they were just like trying to pressure Marvelous into making a Wii U game.
It was either that or they just assumed that Marvelous was working on the Wii U version because it was like the new console. So they either were pressuring them or just making an assumption that turned out to be very wrong.
And then a few months later, Marvelous was like saying, "Oh yeah, we only make games on systems we know will sell." Like they said,
yeah.
If the Bokujo fan base is on this system, then Bokujo will be on that system.
And nobody was on the Wii U.
We're gonna get a few comments, people saying, "I own the Wii U," and it's like, it's great. It's great to have confidence in your purchase.
Yeah,
I did not.
I got the Wii U because I was like, oh, well, they're gonna make the Zelda Wii U, so I'm gonna buy the Wii U for Zelda Wii U.
I bought a Wii U at launch for $350 with Zombie U and New Super Mario Bros. U because of Pikmin 3. But that's a topic for another day. But yeah, so that probably didn't go too well with Marvelous and Natsume's relationship by saying, yeah, there's a Harvest Moon game in the works. If I can find the article again, I'll put it down in the description because it was an interesting read. And in hindsight, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, if you look up Harvest Moon Wii U, you should probably find it easily.
I'm pretty sure I can find it on my Nintendo News or something.
Yeah, but...
I remember specifically they were saying, yeah, we could use the gamepad to, like, brush the animal or even brush the animal's teeth. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Really? Interesting. Interesting that you should say that, Natsume. The famed game developer Natsume.
And the irony is, they never released a Harvest Moon game for Wii U.
Never. They haven't even released their own series on the Wii U.
No, Seeds of Memories. I'm still waiting for it.
Yeah, they never officially canceled Seeds of Memories.
For Wii U and PC.
Yeah. It hasn't been canceled, so come on, Natsume, release Seeds of Memories for PC and Wii U. I
think it was removed from the Wii U website, like, a year ago, and that was a shock it took that long.
But they haven't canceled it yet. It's not official. Patrick, it's not official. You can't dash my hopes like this.
In 2020, Natsume is going to announce it for Wii U, and I will freaking stream it. I will stream it.
Please.
If we get a Wii U with Natsume Harvest Moon game, I will stream it.
Please. Look, if Just Dance can be released on the Wii in the year 2019, Natsume can release a Harvest Moon game on the Wii U in the year 2020.
That's just painful. Speaking of painful and Natsume, we have a release window for Harvest Moon Mad Dash. AKA,
yeah, we got October, baby.
AKA me making a mad dash to the exit.
Come on, it's the Mad Dash.
Yeah, so
everyone's favorite thing.
Harvest Moon Mad Dash launches in October of this year for like $30, and I will have no time to review it. This isn't even me trying to weasel out of covering the game. This will have no time to review it because I have other games I want to play coming out at that time that I have to review. So
I mean, I'm sure that the Mad Dash will have a lot of quality playing content for about 30 minutes. So maybe you can squeeze that in.
Well, there is the Natsume VIP club, so you never know.
Yeah, you gotta be a Natsume VIP.
Man, I don't want this to be the shit on Natsume cast for like a half hour. So,
I know.
So, I mean, we can't help it. Like, one thing leads to another, and then we just think about more and more of what they've done. And it's just like, oh man.
All roads lead to Natsume.
Yeah, hey, Natsume.
But yeah, Mad Dash.
Natsume, I'll still review Real Fishing. Like, yeah, send me that. I'll review it. It looks somewhat promising, but whatever.
Yeah.
If they make a competent Harvest Moon game, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
That's all I want from Natsume. Natsume, I want you to prove me wrong. Please. The cherry on top.
I mean, personally, I'm not gonna give any money to Natsume anymore due to their business practices, but
that's fair.
If they make a good Harvest Moon game, then there's another good series to enjoy.
Yeah, if they make...
There's no downside to having an additional farming game series that people can rely on.
If they somehow make Lunar Gathering fun and enjoyable, I will buy it and recover it easily. Like, okay, so Skytree Village, I will die on the hill and say that was actually a step in the right direction for them.
And then they took a big step backwards.
I
actually
just dived off a cliff.
I actually have not seen anything about Skytree Village really, because everyone I know who got, what was the first game again? The Lost Valley. Yeah, I know a lot of people who got the Lost Valley, and because of the Lost Valley, they did not touch Skytree Village.
Which is a crying shame, because Skytree Village is the best one they've made.
Yeah. I'll have to do my own research on that.
I have an incomplete Let's Play of it on my channel. You can check that out.
Incomplete?
I didn't say it was that good.
Come on, you're vouching for Natsume here, and you're giving me an incomplete Let's Play.
Well, first off, my 3DS capture card is dead, so I couldn't even finish that series even if I wanted to.
Rest in pieces.
Yeah, and rest in peace to the company who made them, because they went bankrupt.
No!
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, if you go to their office in Akibara, there's a sign on the door saying out of business.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, I guess with I can emulate it, I guess, but that just seems like a lot of effort for a game I thought was mid at best.
Yeah.
So I've only reviewed the Lost Valley. If I were to review Skytree Village, I would give it like a 6.
Wow.
I'd give it a 6. I would give the Lost Valley a 4.5. And I gave the Light of Hope a 3.
Oh geez. Oh geez.
Yeah. And was I too harsh in the Light of Hope? No. I don't think I was harsh enough.
But still, you didn't review the complete version, so
Why? So I give it a 2?
Yeah. Give it an update.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I mean, whenever you look up Light of Hope, my review is the first thing that comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that must be really awkward.
A little awkward.
Yeah.
But it's fine. But let's move on to
Greener pastures?
Yeah, greener pastures. Because today we're talking about Mineral Town in general.
Yes, and we've ranted about Natsume for the last, 10 minutes or so. So,
yeah.
Mineral Town looks great. I'm excited for it. Comes out in October in Japan. I have already pre-ordered my import of it.
Ooh, you're importing it, fancy.
I'm not going to Let's Play the import because my Japanese is not that great. Oh, that's why I'm not covering Mad Dash next month. Doraemon. Duh.
Oh yeah, Doraemon. I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah. The Doraemon Harvest Moon. The Doraemon Story of Seasons game. That'll be out next month, so I will be reviewing that with my actual little free time I have for reviews.
Yeah.
But Friends of Mineral Town, I'm excited for it. I'm importing it. I do hope they announce some interesting more things for the game. I'm already sold on it with it as a remake and what they're bringing to the table, but I think some more interesting stuff. I feel like there's a lot they're not telling us about the game. And at the same time, I'm glad because we can discover it on our own. But
yeah, well, there's a lot of things to discover in Mineral Town. They had a lot of different weird things to discover in the game, and I like how they're not just showing all the cards in their hand right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I feel like that Let's Play will be a very long one on my channel.
Well, yeah, you gotta document every step of the way to marrying Elli.
If it's just like the Game Boy Advance one, I'll be married in 2 months.
Yeah, but then you have to go through and do an updated, a new game plus mode where you marry the Kappa.
No.
Yeah, you gotta marry. Here's the sad thing that I don't know about this remake yet. We don't know if the Kappa and the Gourmet are marriageable.
Or the Harvest Goddess, who, oh my goodness, she's so freaking cute!
She is so cute. Well, the thing is, they recently released, something online, that social media thing, and they released, a compilation of all bachelorettes, and they included the Harvest Goddess in that compilation. And for the bachelors, they had all the bachelors that are announced right now, and they included Juan in that. So everyone's kind of assuming that Harvest Goddess and Juan are just they're basically confirmed, they're just not saying it just because they're grouping them together.
Well, I think Juan in the GBA game had a visible heart.
Had a what?
He had a visible heart, I believe.
I don't think so.
Hold on, I know I've seen him.
He was included as one of the he was one of the secret bachelors, so I don't think so. I might be remembering it wrong though.
Unless these are fake screenshots, yeah, there's a picture of him with a heart.
Is it red heart?
Yeah.
The hearts do appear after you marry them.
Oh, okay, maybe that's why.
Yeah, they're hidden before you marry them.
Oh, okay, that makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, if you see a picture of him with his black heart, then that just means I remembered it wrong. But yeah, Juan was a secret bachelor. What?
Hold on.
What?
I found this picture of Elli while looking for that.
What? Are you just laughing giddily at your waifu?
She's still hop. I'm gonna post this in the description of the podcast. I still hop.
She's still hop.
She's definitely still. I'll post if I remember. I'll post a picture on the screen. But yeah, I still hop. Yes, you do.
Elli still hops.
Yes, you do.
She certainly does still hop.
She hops right into my heart every friggin' time.
Yeah,
I love her.
But yeah, in More Friends of Middle Town, there are 3 secret bachelors as opposed to only 1 secret bachelorette in Friends of Middle Town. Mm-hmm. So it's a legitimate fear that maybe they cut out Kappa and Gourmet as secret bachelors because they didn't have 2 additional ones for Friends of Middletown. So it'd be uneven.
I guess. They could have added additional. I mean, granted, there are no, bachelorettes they could have added.
They could have added, a phone bachelorette.
Oh my god.
Pulling a DS Cute.
Stop.
You could have a phone wife.
And then, a mail order wife is what you're saying.
Well, here's what they did in DS Cute. If you marry Mason, the phone bachelor, in DS Cute, you go off to Mineral Town to marry him and your game ends. So you could go off to Forget-Me-Not Valley to marry your phone bachelorette, and then you get a game over, and you have to just reload your save.
And then you realize, oh wait, then we'll wait for the remake of A Wonderful Life.
And then we can see who this mysterious phone bachelorette is.
Even though we never saw who the phone bachelor was.
We never did, and I still to this day want to see what the phone bachelor looks like. Come on, Mason. Mason, come on.
I mean, he's not born yet.
It's true he's not born yet, but I want to see his ancestor who looks exactly like him.
Well, that would imply... But wait, wouldn't that just be May's father?
It'd be May's husband, so it could be like the little kid. You can see what baby Mason looks like.
Okay, you know what? But this is confusing me. May would have to grow up first.
Yes.
But she's still a toddler.
Yes.
You're never getting Mason, I'm sorry.
I really want to see Mason, okay? I love Mason DS Cute.
You know what? Whatever. You do you for that one. Maybe one day you'll get your Mason.
Yeah, one day I'll get my Mason and everything will be really fine because that's who I'm gonna marry.
Even if he's like hideous?
Well, yeah, looks aren't everything, Patrick. Why are you saying this?
You know what? That's fine. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I'm going to marry Mason DS Cute in whatever DS gets a remake, if it ever does get a remake.
It's just gonna be the Wonderful Life remake. I don't believe... I've seen some videos, people saying, oh yeah, A Wonderful Life and DS will get a remake. That just seems redundant.
That's really redundant.
Like, they could easily just combine the two games.
It's either gonna... If they ever do a remake that involves DS, it's either going to be... I don't know, it's going to be combined with A Wonderful Life, or they're going to basically do something extreme, like give the characters completely new redesigns so they aren't copies of their fast selves.
You know, I actually feel like if there's a Wonderful Life remake, that that style may stay a bit truer.
Yeah.
Like, I actually fear for A Wonderful Life remake. I know it's inevitable, but I wanted to keep the realistic style.
Yeah, and plus, A Wonderful Life had a very somber tone to it. Mm-hmm. So making it look extremely cutesy, like Mineral Town, I don't know. I don't think it would fit that well.
Like the DS version was a good transition of the mixing of the Mineral Town and the original GameCube game. The artwork stayed faithful, the sprite work was faithful to the 3D models, and Forget-Me-Not Valley felt the same.
Yeah, it did.
And I'm still upset that I'll never get my dream game of A Wonderful Life and Friends of Mineral Town being on the same game.
That would be the golden thing. Maybe it will. Maybe it could be for A Wonderful Life remake.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Like, I don't know.
Because with A Wonderful Life, you have that mountain you can't cross. Mm-hmm. So maybe there could be something across the mountain. I've always theorized that there's a train station there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, it just goes to the top of a mountain, and there's a train station. That train station leads you to Mineral Town.
And then look, it's Papuri. She's there now. Mm-hmm. Hooray!
Yep. It's interesting. I would love it. I would love to see A Wonderful Life remade.
Yeah, I would love that too. Just because that was my first game.
Same. So
I'm very, very happy for that.
Like, there are a lot of issues with the original GameCube release that could be fixed in a remake, and I'd be there for it.
Yeah, me too.
You see, A Wonderful Life, my biggest issue with that one is that after the second chapter, or even the third chapter, it became really hard to keep playing.
They improved some of that in Another Wonderful Life.
Well, unfortunately, I never played that version.
Coward.
I'm sorry. 10-year-old me was not going to play as a girl.
You didn't want to play as a girl and have your choice of 3 very, very attractive and suave bachelors.
3 very questionable bachelors.
Come on, you don't like you don't like the hippie, the angry farmer, and Rock?
You couldn't marry Cody.
That's true. I love Cody.
I would have, if I would have been best bros with Cody.
Cody was my best friend when I played A Wonderful Life. I love him.
And Cody's my favorite character. Does he get much of a backstory in A Wonderful Life?
I don't remember much of a backstory. He was just like a artist who lived there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but how about we get a remake of Wonderful Life and Cody just has all of the attention?
Please. He's
cool dude. He gets his backstory, you can marry him, and everything's great.
And you can commission art from him.
Yes, I want to commission art for him too.
That'd be the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see in an interview that that they did for Friends of Mineral Town, I really do hope they are looking into more remakes. I don't want them to remake like any old Bokujo game. I feel like A Wonderful Life deserved the remake because it's one of their most iconic games.
Yeah.
Everyone says the SNES one is the most iconic. I don't agree.
I don't think so.
A Wonderful Life is what put the series in the map.
When I think of iconic games in the series that got a lot of attention, I think of just like a few games in that BokuMono 64,
mm-hmm.
Friends of Mineral Town, A Wonderful Life, and Animal Parade. Those were what I think really stood out.
Yeah. Even though I'm personally a Tree of Tranquility fan.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Tree of Tranquility.
It ran at a more consistent frame rate.
Okay, but you know how I said, I think last podcast, that DS kind of got me off of BokuMono for a while?
Uh-huh.
It was both DS and Tree of Tranquility. Like, those two just sucker punched me and got me out.
But it was actually a really good take on the series.
I wasn't a fan. Like, I wasn't a fan of the new art style, which people are gonna hate me for saying that, but...
Yeah, no, I feel like it was weird they adopted that style for 2 games and they dropped it.
Yeah, it was just, like, came out of nowhere.
Granted...
It wasn't an evolution of previous art styles.
Okay, they don't know how to evolve the art styles of this series. They don't.
At least they keep the artist consistent most of the time.
Okay, so... The art in... Which one was it? It was... I mean, I know that the Wonderful Life... the Friends of Mineral Town remake uses the same style as, like, Magical Melody, Back to Nature, and 64.
Yes.
So they can and yes, for people who keep saying, oh, this looks like a mobile game, and it looks bad, then that means by admitting that, you're admitting Magical Melody, Back to Nature, and 64 all look like mobile games.
Yep, exactly.
It's the exact same style.
Yep. Whenever someone says that it looks like Magical Melody in a bad way, I'm like, but I loved Magical Melody. It was so cute.
Magical Melody had the same problem as Animal Parade for me.
Oh, really? What was that?
Frame rate.
Oh. I didn't notice that because I played it when I was like 10.
I would notice it when I was like running from my fields, and then the game would just completely stutter, and then freeze, and then crash.
Oh.
So.
Well, my game didn't crash, thankfully.
I love the mechanic of like, hey, you can buy so many fields and build a house on each one.
Yeah, it was pretty great, even though I just stayed on one and fed Alex a bunch of leaves, and then married him through leaves.
That's kind of a disturbing image. But Xseed, please port these games to PC. I will buy all of them.
Me too.
Because
I want to play all of them.
I would love to play them at a consistent frame rate. And man, to see Story of Seasons, Magical Melody on Steam would be just
imagine.
Would be magical.
Just imagine Story of Season 64, Story of Seasons A Wonderful Life, Story of Seasons Animal Parade. It'll be all good.
A Wonderful Life won't come to PC. It's going to be the remake, of course.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'll still be called The Story of Seasons A Wonderful Life, right?
Yeah. What would they even call A Wonderful Life remake? It'd be like, what, Story of Seasons... they've already used another Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Story of Seasons, a second Wonderful Life. I don't know.
A Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life 2.
Oh, you mean DS? You mean
no, just 2.
That's crazy enough just to work.
Yeah.
Even though Bokujo 64 was just Bokujo 2.
Listen, we can just use the number 2 and it'll be fine.
I just realized something. With Bokujo 64, we're going to get to a point in the series where there are 64 titles.
Oh god, that's true.
We are like halfway there, I think.
That's true. How many games are there?
That is a very, 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 very fair question.
Yeah.
Let me check. I know there's a website that has like all of them. I think Fogu, how do you pronounce it, has like a list of all of them? Fogu.
I think Fogu does have a list.
Okay, let me check. But yeah, we're in the next 10 years, we're going to get to the point where there is 64 Bokujo games. Okay, so...
And then for the 64th game, they're just gonna call it Story of Seasons 128.
Oh my goodness, we're going for the original GameCube release.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm counting it right now. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, doesn't count, 24, doesn't count, 25, 26. We are at 26 games, according to Fogu's website. But I think
Fogu also doesn't include the Japanese-only versions.
So we're going to be, in the next 10 years, we're going to get to Story of Season 64.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
Man, what if it's just a remake of 64?
Yeah, Story of Seasons 128.
Alright, that's enough out of that one.
Come on. I want you to believe in my wish. Exceed, if you're listening, Story of Seasons 128.
If I have a job at Exceed by the time this happens, I'm just gonna be like, no.
That'll be You can't take this away from me.
I will take this away from you. I am sorry.
No.
Right.
Please, that's... 128.
We'll see. I'm planning on actually get a job at Exceed. 5 years later. So hey guys, I have a job at Exceed now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can give us all the insider info.
That's how I lose my job.
Yes.
I'm not gonna get a job just to lose it.
But if you're there, you'll prevent 128.
Oh, absolutely. I will prevent 128, but I ain't telling anything else.
Come on.
Oh. But speaking of this, another day of no Rune Factory news.
Yep, no Rune Factory this time.
Nothing.
All we have so far is for North America, we have the release date of 2019.
No. We have winter.
No, that's Europe.
Yes, and
I'm not counting that for my North American release just because it was only announced for Europe.
Oh, you sweet winter child.
Yep. I'm holding out hope still, but just because Exceed is not stated winter, I'm not counting that.
That's fair. But Exceed has also not stated, has stated certain things for the 2 Corpse Party games they're porting and localizing, and I'm pretty sure we're well beyond their release windows with no news.
That's true, but But yeah, North America we have 2019, and Europe we have winter,
which can go
not
into
specifying 2020. The year.
Yeah, I think that's a hint.
Yeah, that might be a hint, but so far it's just Europe. So if you're a European listener, get ready for probably 2020.
And then also, that means Friends of Mineral Town won't be at least until after E3.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that means they can advertise it at E3, so I think that's cool.
Oh, that would be some interesting. That'd be really interesting to advertise that at E3.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Oh yeah, for many reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just a bit I'm upset because I want to cover more Rune Factory on this channel. Yes, I know I should be streaming more of Rune Factory 1. Please get. I see your messages about that, people. It'll happen. It'll continue.
You gotta marry Rosetta.
She is really cute.
Yeah, I gotta marry her.
I'd rather just.
She's waiting for you.
She's jealous that misses at my farm every day.
Yeah, you gotta woo her. Use that jealousy to your advantage.
I don't know. I became best friends with the bartender in like 20 minutes, so.
Yeah, if you can befriend the bartender in 20 minutes, then you can woo your girl. Absolutely. In a stream. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to, because we're gonna have that entire gap of no dungeons to explore, because I have to wait till winter, and we're only in the middle of summer.
Yep. It'll be great. But do you know something that'll help you get through these trying times?
My RuneScape Rune Factory video? Of course!
No, I was talking about trivia.
No, I was thinking of my theory video of how Rune Factory and RuneScape are connected to each other.
But you know what would really help you with that?
Me telling
with that
people
theory?
about when this video is going to happen, because it's going to happen, people. So this is actually kind of funny.
Oh, no.
I'm doing this. I'm about to say this now. I have to speed up the process of this video because something on the RuneScape side may completely invalidate this whole video in the next 6 months. So I have to actually get it done.
Yeah.
I was hoping to have it up for April Fool's Day because this is it's not going to be serious until it is. I mean, listen, I can't control what the mods at RuneScape say is canon and what's not canon, so it could be real. But
oh my god.
The more I write this video script, the more I just sit and cackle and laugh at this.
Yeah, I can hear it all the way here.
Oh my goodness. And the best part is, I want people to try fact checking this video and trying to debunk it. Oh, I so desperately want that, because it's like, you have to be as deep into the RuneScape lore as I am to actually debunk this video. So my friends out there in the RuneScape Discord server who are probably not watching this podcast. Hey, I'll see you there when you start yelling at me how bad the video is.
Oh my god.
No, they're aware of it. I told them they want to watch it because now they just want to see this train wreck in action.
Oh my god.
So any Rune Factory theorists or people out there who want to try debunking this video, go right ahead, I dare ya. You won't.
It's gonna be me.
You're not. You've confirmed more than you've debunked.
I'm gonna do my part in the community.
Okay.
I'm doing my public service.
Okay, I bring info to her to fact check about Rune Factory, and she proves my theory more than she debunks it.
I need to right what I've wronged.
So every time I ask something, and she says, okay, yeah, but no, it's this way. So perfect. That means this, and this is true. And she's like, no, wait, that's not wrong. But no, stop.
Yeah, I need to do my public service to the communities to right this wrong that you are going to plop down in our laps.
Oh, this is gonna be... Oh, this is gonna be a fun video. I've already started writing the script. I'm having fun with this one. I hope you guys enjoy it and have fun with it as much as I'm having fun writing it. I don't even know what I'm gonna title it. Am I gonna title it is a game theory? Rune Factory is in the RuneScape universe.
Oh god. Run for your life, Mad Pat. Patrick's coming for you.
It's gonna be beautiful. But
okay,
I'm going to bask in this for a moment because I've already outlined the video and my points.
Oh no!
And it's like, oh boy. But yeah, that's an update on that video for the 2 people who are interested.
But you know what else is something very beautiful?
Our friendship?
No, it's trivia.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, well, because this is the Mineral Town episode, I actually have trivia questions related to a game that you love and enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that you'll really knock it out of the park this time.
Don't say that. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Come on, you have a fair chance.
Mm-hmm.
So like before, we have 4 trivia questions.
4? You said it was 3.
It's 4 now.
She hates me.
Yeah, it's 4. So let's just get started with this.
Okay.
So, in the Mineral Town games, there are 4 special marriage candidates in total with very steep requirements to marry. One of these candidates, Gourmet, requires a lot of time and patience to marry him. How many years minimum does it take to marry him?
40.
You know, I'll take that answer because it's 25.
It might as well be 40.
Might as well. It takes 25 years minimum to marry him because you have to woo him in the few times he comes a year. So you have to, like, win cooking contests and also, like, give him gifts and talk to him when he shows up for the cooking contest.
Can't you do, like, infinite gifts, though, in Mineral Town?
I'm not sure, but if you play it legitimately, it takes 25 years.
You know, that is definitely called, like, a prolonged relationship.
Yeah, it's 25 years of pining for the best boy.
I mean, that's actually more realistic because you were dating. See it like that.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you got a point there. So yeah, Gourmet better return as a marriage candidate because now you can marry him in his new steampunk body.
Oh wait, that means Kappa may not return as one, and I will be saved.
I'll keep you posted on the Kappa. We need to keep up with the Kappa cast.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But anyway, so you got a trivia questions right.
Mm-hmm.
And let's move on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So, for this one, I'm going to put a little background because I'm not sure how many people know about this. Do you remember the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Link cables?
Yes.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, because maybe there's some younger listeners out there. When the GameCube came out, you could link a Game Boy Advance to the GameCube with these things called link cables. And they were really cumbersome to find, and you had to buy basically 4 of them to play multiplayer in some games, like for Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles or Legend of Zelda, Four Swords Adventures, and those games. But it was also a thing in Mineral Town. So, if you link a copy of Mineral Town to a copy of A Wonderful Life, you get special bonuses in each game. In Mineral Town, once you link your copy to a copy of A Wonderful Life, 2 characters from A Wonderful Life make cameo appearances in your Mineral Town village. Who are these characters?
Van and Ruby.
Yes. See, you're getting these right.
Because I played these games and I had the cable and a GBA and Friends of Mineral Town.
Well, the fun thing is that you could only link them to the same gender games. And I had a copy of A Wonderful Life and more Friends of Mineral Town, and I could not link my games together.
That's a mighty big oof.
Yeah, it was a very sad day for me back in the day, because I was so excited to link my games together. But then I found out, wait, I have a boy version and a girl version. I can't link them together.
Mm-hmm.
It was so sad.
So some trivia for you then.
What?
What's one thing you could unlock in Friends of Mineral Town from the Harvest Goddess by continually linking the games together?
Do you think I know that?
Yes,
No.
Yes. Oh, no. Now it's on you.
The only thing I know about is music that you can buy from Van.
Nope, you unlock a beach house.
Oh, fun.
You connect like 50 times, then you unlock a beach house. Which is really weird because I believe you can use the beach house like to sleep like on the beach like the day before like beach festivals and explore the beach before the festival begins.
So basically it's pointless.
No, I mean like, it's like that's the one thing. That's the one time you can go to the beach before a festival.
But is there anything interesting to see on the beach?
No, it's basically just like a reskin of Kai's shop.
Oh.
Yeah, there's not even a TV in there's not even a TV in the townhouse.
Wow.
With its own unique TV shows.
All right. This sounds kind of like how you have to link 2 copies of Rune Factory 1 together for like 500 times to marry one girl.
Oh, fun fact. I had asked Natsume, hey, so Friends of Mineral Town on Wii U, so is there any chance I can get that beach house? Frowny face, no.
Nope.
Unfortunately not.
Yep. Any bonuses with the link cable is not available on the Wii U version.
I hated that because the beach house was a nice novelty.
Yeah, and also getting to talk to Van and Ruby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I don't like Van, but Ruby's great.
Oh, well, excuse me. Sorry. It's getting late for me.
Yeah. Okay. So, third trivia question, because you got 2 right. I got 1 wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. So, in Mineral Town, you need to ask Carter's forgiveness to marry 2 marriage candidates. Who are they?
Kappa and the Harvest Goddess.
Hell yeah, they are.
I've made jokes about this on stream. I mean, on the podcast before.
I know.
How Carter's basically like, oh, you want to marry the Harvest Goddess? Well, eat shit and die.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's really weirded out when he asks for the Kappa.
Yeah, when you say Kappa, he's like, you need professional help.
Yeah, and then...
Which makes sense because of what Kappas actually do.
Yeah. Yeah, they do something...
I can say eat shit and die in this podcast, but I ain't gonna say what the Kappas do.
I'm not saying what the Kappa does in folklore.
Yeah.
You can watch that Kappa anime.
Kappa
like, there's
Mikey?
a Kappa anime that released
Kappa
in
Mikey.
the past year. Is that what it's called?
No, it was a parody it was a parody anime, but done by Westerners.
Oh.
Kappa Mikey. Oh, I love that show. I wanted to get a new season so badly.
No, but there's an actual anime by the dude who made Revolutionary Girl Utena, and it's really weird. And if you want to know what a Kappa does, watch the first episode of that anime. You're gonna learn some stuff.
You'll learn what a Kappa actually does.
Yeah, you will. But for fourth and final question, who is the best character in the Mineral Town games?
Elli. There is no disputing this. No. There is no
it's the Kappa.
It is
No,
Elli.
it's Kappa.
It is Elli.
No, it is Kappa.
I got all these questions right.
Kappa boy.
You got 2 of them wrong, unfortunately.
No, it's Kappa. Unfortunately,
Elli.
I have it written down right here. Natsume is my dad, and they called me, and they said that Kappa was the best one.
Unfortunately, your parents have lied to you. They don't even see. The Natsume is saying oh, Santa Claus brought you these gifts. No, they're not.
Wada called me. He said Kappa's the best boy.
So, in conclusion, go watch Kappa Mikey. Because he's from the USA and lost in Japan.
Oh no. Anyway, Joy...
Seriously, watch Kappa Mikey. It's amazing.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Here, I'll post the intro in the chat.
Okay. Can watch that one once we're done with this. but yeah, well, it's been a great Kappa cast this time.
So episode 4 of the BokuMonoCast is now coming to a close. It's not the Kappa cast, and it never will be. Unless you go to patreon.com/Gamalad.
Please,
no.
Let's start the Kappa cast. Mineral Town remake is coming soon, and it's gonna be here right before we know it. We need to have the Kappa cast.
When I hit $1,000 on Patreon, we will start the Kappa cast. It'll be a monthly podcast on all things Kappa from the Bokujo series. That includes Friends of Mineral Town, 64, Back to Nature,
Animal Parade.
He's an Animal Parade? Okay, Animal Parade.
Yeah, he has a little cameo. If you're on that bridge to town and you use your camera to look into the little cave it walks by, you can see the Kappa there.
Is his original model?
It's not his original model. It was a 3D model.
So it was the original 3D model.
Oh no, it was an Animal Parade, so it was updated.
Oh, interesting. Great. Now I gotta see this. Like, how does he look? Animal Parade. Kappa.
Yeah, he's like hidden in that cave.
Let's see. I'm looking at the picture. Wow, that's very tiny.
Yeah, he's hidden.
Wow, that looks very scary.
Hey, it's Kappa. You're scared because you love him so much.
No, it's because his model looks so jarring.
No, he was too beautiful for Animal Parade. Like, he's way too beautiful.
Yeah, if you say so.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get the Kappa cast going once Patreon hits $1,000 a month.
Heck yeah.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will.
I won't hit $1,000 a month on Patreon, so we're good.
Not with that attitude.
I mean, hey, listen, you're more than welcome to contribute to Patreon.
Dude, I have $2.
Perfect. Every dollar counts. You want this Kappa cast, not me.
I do. But I also spend all my money on Rune Factory stuff.
That's unfortunate. But yes, that shall do it for this episode, not this week, this episode of the BokuMonoCast. So Taylor, tell the lovely audience what you plan on doing in your free time now.
Playing more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I'm still not done.
Oh, I wish that were me.
Come on, you gotta play it. It's so good.
I'm so busy.
You gotta play it, and also you need to join the Blue Lions because the Blue Lions are the best house.
I just started playing Astral Chain.
That's a funny way to say Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Astral Chain is next levels of Kino, and I hate it. Like,
I don't know a word that you just said.
You just have to play Astral Chain. The opening hour is just like, what the heck am I playing?
Well, that's platinum for you.
For me, we got a lot of reviews coming up. I think this weekend we have to record the Somnia Files review, and then we have to record other fun stuff that I only have so little time to do because I have a full-time job, unfortunately.
Yay!
Yeah, working 45 hours a week is not fun.
Yeah, it's not too much fun. Full-time jobs suck.
Yeah, but hey, it's just until the end of the year, and then I'm back at school.
Yay!
Yep, but yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight, guys and gals, and everyone watching this podcast.
And Kappas.
So, if you enjoyed tonight's podcast, by all means, leave a comment down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you guys on this. Leave your scathing comments on all of the controversial opinions we've had tonight. And if you're new to my channel, find me for the first time through this podcast. Hey, be sure to subscribe for future reviews, commentaries, let's plays, and future episodes of the BokuMonoCast, and the start of the Like a Dragon podcast. More details on that eventually. Probably not. That could never exist, but it may happen. So, yeah, that's it for tonight, everyone. And until next time, we'll see you all then. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.